It is almost time. Is everything prepared?
Oh yeah, prepared.
As it should be. Everything must go according to plan.
Oh yeah, we are prepared. Oh yeah.
Very well. And they say good conversation is a dying art.
So, I can now confirm there simply was no escape. Yes, that's right. Get that in your headline. No escape. The prisoner tried his luck, but as I've said 100 times, it can't be done. The only way those boys will get off this island is in a box. Holbrook went into the furnace, and that's as far as he got. Burnt to a crisp. No doubt about it. Can you prove that, Warden? Hell no. There's enough ashes in there, you'd be sifting forever and never find a thing, but that's where he is. Good riddance, I say, because that was his choice. Is it true you clamped down on all the prisoners, Warden? Made your regime even harsher? Are you still in control in there? You better believe it. Well, none of those boys were sentenced to a picnic now, were they? They've done what they've done, and your readers can rely on me to make them pay. That's what my institution is all about. Now, if you'll please... What would you say to our readers who, frankly, may not be convinced by your explanation, Warden? Many will surely assume that you failed, that Dean Holbrook has got the better of you, and that he's out there at large. That will be your last ever question to me, Sonny. What I say to your readers is this. It can't be done. I mean, even if he did get to the water, which he didn't, he'd either be drowned or shark meat. No one has ever escaped and lived to tell the tale. The day someone does will be the day I die.
easy, honey. I know a cop's life can be hard, but come on. Frank, are you all right? What's the matter with you? Frank! No, don't! Please! What are you doing?
It's okay.
Where's Mommy? Where's Mommy? I'm so lonely, Daddy. I've no one to play with.
I have to go. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Are you ready, son? We don't do fancy last meals in Devil's Scar. Priest right outside. He'll follow me in.
It's my daughter I want to see, Warden, not you.
No visitors allowed. You got me, and then the priest. Make the most of it.
Is she alive? My little girl? At least tell me that.
Like you care. If you hadn't gone on your little bonfire adventure, she'd be alive. No question about it, son. What I've come to ask is this. Do you feel remorse?
Oh, yeah. No one's felt a pain like this. Remorse? You call it? Oh, yeah.
Then let me ask you this. Why did you do it? Why did you do it, Aglin?
I thought about nothing else, and I can't tell you. I don't know what possessed me.
His dead men won't possess me.
How a police officer could care so little about human life, I just don't know. So, Aglin, I can't say I feel sorry for you. But on behalf of your fellow officers, all public servants, prison staff, true patriots, and all Americans, all I can say is this. You make me sick, and I hope you burn in hell.
Hey, wake up. Come on, wake up.
What? Who the hell are you?
Just move.
Wait up. Yeah, you look just like... Except you lost your box and grown a body.
Pull yourself together, will you? Let's go.
No, I'm just fine. Professor. That's right, isn't it? You're Richmond.
Who's asking?
Lazarus Jones, Detroit PD. And Ghosthunter.
New kid in town, huh? You got a lot to learn.
Hey, I've been doing just fine.
It's more than just fancy weapons and chases. Your enemies are battling with your mind. Looks like you just lost.
Are you waiting for me to thank you? I mean, where the hell have you been all this time?
I told you we should go.
Sure did, but then you are the man, aren't you? Oh, no. Hold it right there, Sparky!
This will come as a shock.
Come on. Follow me.
Okay, time out. I think we're safe.
You think we're safe?
Yeah, well, it's all relative, and, you need a rest, old-timer. Listen, I need to ask you some questions.
I'm the one with the questions, like, who said my job was up for grabs?
Well, it seemed like there was a position that needed filling. In fact, as I recall, your little digital invention was holding the interviews.
Design fault, I'll look into it. Or, maybe he was right.
Keep your job, I'm just a cop. So act like I'm one and answer my questions. Listen, I've been risking my ass to try to find you, Professor. I'm also searching for my partner, officer by the name of Anna Steele. Have you seen her?
Never seen her, never heard the name. Next question.
Have you been on this island for the last 2.5 years?
You know why this prison is important? Have you ever crossed the path of a creature called Hawksmoor?
Worm Boy? Oh yeah, don't worry, I'm coming to him.
He was searching for me, and I'd gladly never have been found. The thing we've just recaptured is what brought me here. Needed hunting, and I did the job. Unfortunately, the evil Hawksmoor is what you had turned an ordinary guy like Frank Aglin into a mass murderer and sent him to the chair. By putting him in the array, I foolishly let Hawksmoor trace me to the school.
And the visit he paid you turned into the Detroit school murders.
These past 2 years haven't been easy, I can tell you that.
Speaking of being careless, you left behind a bunch of ghosts trapped in your lab, just waiting to be set free by some unsuspecting
idiot.
Yeah. And guess what? They did get free.
So I've noticed.
Along with some semi-transparent honey who's currently nesting in my head.
The spirit form of my assistant, Miss Heller. If you knew about Miss Heller and her work, you'd speak about her astral form with rather more respect.
Oh, don't you worry, sir. Your Miss Heller is right there on my list of missing persons.
What was that?
Bit jumpy, aren't you? So anyway, you're trying to help Kate Heller back to life, is that right?
I was. Hawksmoor has her physical body and now he wants the rest.
Why?
I have no idea.
Oh, wait up. You're saying Hawksmoor is after Astral?
Look, I don't know. Don't ask me to speculate on what's going on in that foul mind. Anyway, we need to get back to the lab if we're to stand any chance of stopping him.
Where is Hawksmoor? You know how we can defeat him?
We?
Well, you know, Professor, I'd heard so much about you. You remember the swamps, those guys there? Or Colonel Fortescue? You sounded like a real hero.
Life's full of disappointments. Imagine how I feel. I'm a scientist. And I'm replaced by a police academy accident waiting to happen.
Yeah, I think maybe I'll scout for a while. You stay here, please, Professor. I won't be long.
I told you to wait.
Well, I thought we'd be better off together.
Uh-huh.
I'd like to apologize for what I said back there.
You finished feeling sorry for yourself?
I guess we're in this together, Lazarus. Plasma comatanda.
What?
Sorry, poltergeists. Noisy spirits. Here.
Whoa.
Bit jumpy on you. Try them now.
Cool. About 4 days too late, but cool.
Follow me. Come on. Come on!
Seems quiet.
Are you gonna say it or am I?
Too quiet.
You were saying, Lazarus?
This doesn't look good. No. I mean, I'm all for recycling, but, yeah. Any ideas? No. Not even a name like, Maximus Hepus Ojuncus? No. You don't say much when you're nervous, do you? Because I'm quite the opposite. I cough. Did you notice that? Yes. You want me to deal with this one? No, don't worry. I'm on a roll. Use the goggles. Try to stay alive. Yeah, I'm gonna write that down. That's a good tip.
Follow me! There should be a path down through these down through these rocks somewhere.
Okay, stick close. I think we've seen the last.
Oh shit! I have an idea. Hold them off as long as you can. Hey, wait! Damn.
Admit it. You're impressed.
Can we just go?
Well, this the way to the teleport gate?
If you mean the spectral transference gateway, yes.
Fine. There's still a lot I want you to fill me in on.
Likewise, Lazarus, likewise.
You know, where we're heading, it's gonna be kind of weird seeing you next to Mr. Computer Head.
Oh, yes. Quite.
And there's a librarian who is gonna skin you alive. Big fines, man. You mistreated her books.
Uh-huh.
I was a monitor. Professor? Professor? You ready? You're not sure about us going?
Memory fully restored now?
Indeed, Professor Chen.
Will you remind the Keystone Copier why we're going?
There is evil in the world that cannot be seen, and someone must defeat it.
You got him well trained, but if you'd have stopped staring at your boots, you'd have noticed I'm ready.
Oh, you're ready.
So, this is the final gateway.
Mm-hmm.
You know what we're gonna find through here?
Since it's our last hope, I'm counting on us finding Kate Heller.
And Steve?
She's gotta be somewhere. Lazarus, I want to warn you, this isn't like the others. It's not a place I just visited, went on a ghost hunt, and came back with some trophies. It's where I worked for years, and I had to leave in quite a hurry. I'm not ashamed to admit it, because what I did was probably the toughest choice of all, but speaking frankly, I fled.
Now, there was a girl next door when I was 17. Maybe do exactly the same thing. Never go back.
Well, I'm going back. You coming?
Yeah, since you advertised it so well.
Trust me, I'm the one who's taking the risk here.
Don't worry, Professor. I trust you.